Here. For those of you just now tuning in, my name's CarmelOP and welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution. We gotta go find Taggart to go find somebody else, to go find somebody else, to go find somebody else. Combat rifle. So that's regular combat rifle ammo. I think we'll hold on to what we got. I am going to drop the combat rifle ammo though, because we don't need it. Okay. What the fuck? No.
See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
What the fuck? What was that? Did the dude plant a virus in here while I was gone? Is that what happened? I'm gonna pass out in the elevator and they're gonna take all my stuff. Just like Deus Ex 1. Watch this plot twist. Yeah, he's going to betray us. Like, I cannot. The second I saw, like, you know, my screen jitter, I already knew. I'm going to pull out the pistol just in case. Have it on the ready. That or the doors open up and he gets fried John Marston style. No? Members of the UN to tour our facilities first. Okay, we're going out into mid-riot streets of Detroit. Let's see how this goes for us. No, nothing? No? Okay. Yeah. Game's still not optimized, but hey, we got it way better.
Give me a nice excuse to mess you up.
The city's in flames and your whack-ass coppers are arresting taggers? No wonder the city's all fucked up.
Just because there's a riot.
God damn, they got a couple of them. So I was looking up information on the game because I'm trying to find the source of where they said that the director's cut version of this game is the Wii U port. I believe it, but I believe it because I want to believe it. I need to find like solid evidence somewhere that states that. Like I keep seeing on like Reddit forums, on the Steam forums, that this is the Wii U version, but I cannot find like where somebody has explicitly said it is, or like, you know, on the dev team, or evidence that somebody's found in the code that would suggest as much. Yeah.
They tripped me from behind and stripped me of my purse.
Damn.
Yeah, but they...
Okay, where are we going? Where are we going to exactly? I'm not even paying attention. Find Sandoval. Let's see here. Help Megan's kidnappers. Gotta find Taggart. Okay, he's at the Detroit Convention Center. All right. And you know what I think also? I think they did such a slow introduction of the characters into the first Deus Ex that it was a lot easier to digest when new players came into the game. Jesus Christ. This reminds me so much of ODST Streets, where it's just cop cars and just shit everywhere.
Sarah had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees. Speaking of which, I also backtraced that breach in our own firewall. The one Sarah opened but forgot to tell us about.
The one he was using right before he hired me. Right.
Looks like our boss was being chatty with a private detective named Brent Radford. He lives on Earl's Court, in case you want to get chatty with him too.
Okay, yeah, we'll go investigate that as well. Okay, nothing in the women's bathroom. I don't know why we could break in, but okay. Let's see if we can just go straight to the dressing room somehow. Okay, this literally went nowhere. All right, this is probably useful in a minute, but not right now. So after the Deus Ex series, I don't know what I'm going to review. I have the Thaumaturge I might do, and Shadow Gambit, I think is what it's called. It's like a pirate stealth like game. Well, it's an RPG with stealth elements from what I can tell. And I might do one of those two. Oh shit, here we go. Things are getting worse. About to pass out somewhere probably. Okay, frame rate, come on. Come on. You can do it. God damn, how far in here do we have to go? Okay, backstage, yep. Are you gonna let me backstage?
Shouldn't be here, sir.
Okay, I guess not. So I will find my own way back there. Right next to a huge vent. Oh, no, that doesn't go where I need to. Yeah, that's the women's bathroom, I'm assuming. I think like the next stage of level design is going to be people making entire buildings and like letting the player explore them.
I'll take a walk and make sure everyone else is in position.
No, I did not. Yeah, you know what? Whoops. Yeah, that was my bad. I was just kind of going. But the next stage of game development will be when people make full scale, like genuinely like full scale maps that players can explore, like every room, every building. You have air ducts that you can sneak into, all the fun little things. All the fun little things are what's going to have to happen.
Fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world,
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Seraph Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
that is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a
Omega.
change of plans. Seraph's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Seraph scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies
I have
are
no
secretly
idea.
participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of
I have no
today's
idea what an
peaceful
Omega
protest.
personality type
David
is.
Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years. But that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
Let's see here. Let's see here. So, psychological profile believes himself of higher quality in other persons and will demonstrate this by pointing out their failings. Personal attacks on his own character will destabilize his lofty position, make him cautious. Will try to sway an audience to his side in order to win a debate. His accusations must be confronted directly to show him no weakness.
Mr. Jensen?
I'm reading, give me a second. Yeah, let's confront him. I think confronting's best.
You're right, it's not enough to get a conviction. But it's enough for a search warrant. That's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way?
I'm not. I'm trying to protect... Look, Mr. Jensen. If you play that recording for the police, at best, they'll dismiss it. At worst, they'll tell you to seek counseling. So, why are you really here? We all know you suffered a terrible tragedy in the attack on Seraph Industries. Why can't you put it behind you?
Ooh, okay, so that's beta energy. Let's see here. The reason I'm obsessed is that there are still 5 people missing and their attackers haven't paid for what they did. You're right, picking up my life at a... No. What's really important is the 5 whose lives were stolen from them during the attack. Sandoval knows where they are now. Where is he? No. Maybe redirect. Let's redirect.
I can worry about myself later. What's really important now is the 5 innocent people whose lives were stolen from them during that attack. Sandoval knows where they are. Now where is he?
I want to help you, but I do have to draw a line. If you could see your situation clearly, you would realize you're being driven by your losses. Your actions are motivated by an attempt to regain a sense of control at my expense. You're turning me into your enemy when I'm not.
Okay, so he's put on a lot of alpha energy, I think. I think appease. Or should we pressure him? I think we appease him. Yeah, I think we appease him.
I have an idea, Taggart. Why don't I give my recording to that reporter down there? He has a machine that can prove it's real right now, once and for all. Of course, when he says it's genuine, I guess it'll be top news story for the next few weeks, and you can kiss your vote goodbye. On the other hand, if you talk to me backstage, I can hold on to this recording, and you can keep the benefit of the doubt for a little while longer.
Very adroit, Mr. Jensen. Nicely played. I see you have me over a barrel. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
So I'm thinking with the conversation system, I know you guys can't see the alpha behind the camera, but I think you have to keep a tally in your head about which of the 3 have the most points. And then like that tells you whether or not they're an alpha, beta, or an omega personality type. I think that's what you have to do. I could be wrong, but like that's kind of what I've been doing and it's worked every time. Okay, let's go say hi.
I saw that.
Oh, come on. I'm just gonna let him reset me. There's no point in me doing that. Unless like when I go in there, he's like, oh, shoot him anyway. You know, that could be a thing, maybe, but we'll see. Yeah, I might have fucked that up a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Yep, let's go in here. They know I'm here, so everybody should be friendly. Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah, you just hang out there. You just do your thing, bro. Okay, I'm going to go, I guess, no? Honestly, I was looking for games you could review, but I can't find anything. I have a, let's see here. I have a spreadsheet. Like on all the reviews, there's a link below the review video of like the spreadsheet of games I plan to review. So there is that, but like I'm starting to be a bit more picky about what I review instead of just reviewing anything and everything. So you know, it's a weird game to play essentially.
Mr. Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now, where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, on Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaias not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaias has done so much for so many needy people suffering from implant rejection. Promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaias.
I understand, but please try.
Okay, let's go to Sandoval's apartment. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here, and then we'll go do that side mission. But I'm going to do the Thief series and the original System Shocks. I don't know if I want to do the original System Shocks because I don't think. So here's one thing I kind of didn't even think about for a long time, for at least a year or so. Maybe I realized it maybe 2 or 3 months ago that that a lot of the gaming audience now is like you know, kids, you know, 10, 15, 20, 25, you know, like 10, 15, 20-year-olds, you know. And so like I look at that demographic of people and like they're not playing like classic System Shock, you know. So like when I do the System Shock series, I might just do the new ones, but like I'm not sure if I want to.
I almost didn't recognize you. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what are the chances? Do you remember me? I was a rookie when you still rolled in SWAT.
Nikki, of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you on ride control too?
Yeah, I am. Or I was until... Damn it. Look, something big is going down, and I'm kind of freaking out here. You remember that MCBer, Jacob White? You busted him a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember him. Assault and possession. He's still running rackets?
No, I mean, yeah, shit, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because he's moved on to bigger things.
Nikki, slow down.
Listen, hear me out. I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how much he hates the PD. He's going to hit us while we have our pants down with the riots. You gotta help us out here.
Nikki, I'm kind of busy. If he's got a bomb, just call it in and follow procedure.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been on the horn all night, and my CO already sent a patrol over to Jacob's house. We've got a warrant, so they searched the place, but nothing came up, not even Jacob. Now they're saying my CI is probably full of shit and just fucking with me. Bullshit! Jacob's using the riots as cover, and he's going to hit us, and hit us hard. Adam, I need you to trust me on this. You gotta help me find Jacob.
Okay.
Fine, I'll help. Let's go over what we know. Just the facts.
What we know? Just the facts? What we know is he's certified batshit crazy, hates cops, quotes Che Guevara, and got his hands on military-grade explosives. What more do you need to know? Oh, Christ, man. I've got nobody to help me, and I can't even breathe. How am I supposed to find this guy? The bomb could be right under us, right now.
Nikki,
Pressure.
You're a cop. Act like it. How are you gonna earn your stripes if you shit yourself under pressure like some wet behind the ears rookie at the academy?
Fuck. You're right. Damn it. I'm sorry. I lost my head. I'm still in the game, Adam. It won't happen again. You can trust me on this.
Just focus, okay? We know that White hates cops, so his first target is probably gonna be the precinct or somewhere nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, and he wouldn't risk hanging around the bank or transit station. They've got those security cameras with facial recognition software. And the precinct is shut down thanks to the internal affairs investigation. That leaves the precinct alleys and sewers as the most probable places to find White. I'm going to get on the horn and update my CO. Can you check those 2 locations? And Jensen, be careful. White may have left booby traps lying around. He's like that, now that I think about it.
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get backup to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break. Oh, and Jensen, please don't turn him into a martyr. I'd prefer him breathing.
Okay, put him to sleep. Got it. Unless I change my mind. Fuck him. Joking. Let's see. No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. But so that's something that I've realized now is that, you know, I expect my audience to be like, you know, my age, at least around that time, you know, around 30 years old. But that doesn't mean younger people won't stop in and you know, watch. So when I do go to review maybe System Shock 1 and 2, if I do those, you know, which ones do I do? Do I do the classic games, which the younger crowd might not be interested in checking out because of the barrier to entry? Or do I do the newer ones and potentially lose out on the older crowd who, you know, has a nostalgia factor for those games? So that's something I'm considering a little bit. But I do enjoy reviewing series because, you know, for the YouTube algorithm, not even the algorithm, it's just like a viewer could be like, okay, I'll watch the Deus Ex 1 review. Okay, watch the second review, then third review, then fourth review, and then oh shit, you know, that's four views with X amount of hours of watch time, right? Let's say 4 hours from one person, you know. Then multiply that by however many people watch. And so like that's kind of the way I have to think about things to an extent. I'm not going to go fucking batshit crazy and like, you know, math everything out to a T to ensure that I, you know, optimize, you know, potential. Like that's too much work. Okay, so let's go ahead and unlock the Typhoon system before I forget. Yeah, confirm. Okay, so how do I use that with left? On the right on the D-pad. Okay, good to know. I would watch you play pretty much anything except anime stuff like in Fortnite. You know, I got a buddy of mine. He keeps telling me to play. Like he'll recommend me games to play and stuff, and he recommended Metaphor Refantasio, I think it's called. And I was like, bro, I'm not playing that. That looks way too anime. Because like I can't watch anime anymore. I can't stand it. I can't stand how unserious most of it is. I can't do it anymore with the fucking I can't do it anymore with the filler episodes. I get sick of having my time wasted. I just can't anymore. I cannot. Like I refuse. I just refuse. Well, I did not mean to trigger those, but hey, they triggered. There it is on the left. Okay, I missed the one on the right. Okay, yeah, load latest save. Yeah, Fortnite is good for streamers if they're getting their feet wet into streaming. That's what I did when I first started streaming. I got my feet wet with Fortnite just to make sure OBS and everything was cooperating with me the way I wanted to, and then I branched out. Because if you stream exclusively Fortnite, you're not going to go anywhere, you know. Mainly because, like, unless you're a god tier player, nobody's going to care. Not a soul is going to care about your Fortnite stream unless you're the top of the top. Beyond that, nobody will watch. Because if you go and search like the Fortnite category on Twitch, like you're going to find 10-20,000 other people doing it too. You know, it is what it is, you know. And you can apply that to most competitive video games as well, most battle royales. Am I supposed to talk to him or? Okay. I guess I did it. I guess I was just kind of going through the motions here. I can move the turret. You can move that bitch. Okay, do I want to go up this way? No, I don't want to, because... Okay, turret, Jesus. Nope, fuck off. We're okay. We're okay. But, it's, like... Plus, like, my streaming, like... What I've done, I've changed quite a bit since when I started. There were a lot of games where I just, before I did like full-on reviews, there was a lot of titles that I just played and just, I don't know, like it was directionless, and there's a lot of people who stream directionless. And I'm not saying like if you stream, you have to have a purpose, but you kind of have to have a purpose. You can't just randomly stream, because that's what a lot of people do, and for them, they just stream just to have something to do, as opposed to like having a, you know, doing it for a reason. I found your channel when you were playing Deus Ex, yeah, and I ended up making a review of that, you know, and that's how I'm trying to, you know, get my digital footprint to where I want it to be, or, you know, get my career to where I want it to be, is by playing the games I'm going to review, streaming them, and then, god damn it. And then when, like say I put a review on YouTube, they can go to my VODs channel, and then they can watch the entire playthrough. What the fuck? Why do I have to go back down there? What? And they can see what I mean, you know. As a reviewer, you really don't have to be a god tier player. Yes and no. It depends. Like if I went and reviewed the Dark Souls titles, like I would have to be somebody with a lot of patience, obviously. But no, you don't have to be a god tier player, but you also can't suck. You know, you have to kind of know how to play a video game, or, you know what to expect. Hey, why does it want me? Did I miss something? I just didn't see it. Put you up against the wall, Mr. Turret. And put you against the wall, Mr. Turret. Oh yeah, I guess I did miss something, huh? Duh. For those of you watching live, it is greatly appreciated.